Another is an anime that is completely filled with gore. The show can't stop killing all of its characters in the most brutal and blood-filled way possible. I'm still traumatized by how detailed the anime was with its deaths, yet it still fails in every single aspect of a good anime. The characters are forgettable, the music is bland, and the story is so terribly written that it's downright frustrating. And the ending was legit one of the worst endings in anime. I don't understand how this has literally ended up as one of the most popular anime ever. So let's sit through this entire anime to find out if it's famous only because of its gore, or if there is some magical force we don't understand about this anime. Spoiler alert, it's not just the gore. Koichi Sakakibara is a transfer student from Tokyo to Yomiyama. When he goes to his new school, there seems to be something they're not telling him. There's also apparently this chick called Misaki-Mei that sits at a weird rusty table that no one else can see or talk to, and basically only he realizes her presence. All of them are also super scared of something called the Calamity. Basically, years ago, a girl named Misaki died in the same classroom, but the students and teachers pretended that she still exists. And now the undead occasionally come back to the class, increasing the number of students by 1. And when that happens, the universe is like, no, you're going back to the dead. And the class now has a curse where people die the most horrifying and gory deaths ever. The Calamity can alter phones, videos, memories, and school records, and there's literally no way to find out who the undead is. So instead, what they try to do to fix this problem is pretend as if one of the students does not exist. And this time, the students that does not exist just so happens to be Misaki, who is not the girl that died years ago, but it got me for the first few episodes. I really thought that she was a ghost. That's just the obviously badly written red herring. Since our main character Koichi is a transfer student, he does not know that all this is happening. And absolutely no one thinks to explain this to him, even though they had multiple chances to tell him. He starts talking to the girl he's not supposed to talk to, and motherfucker just keeps talking to her even though she clearly says, "Do not talk to me." The students then still don't tell him about the Calamity, and after multiple people are finally dead, they decide to start pretending Koichi too does not exist and finally tell him what the fuck is going on. And this is 6 episodes in, by the way. All this took 6 fucking episodes to finally set up. Tell me what part of this is good writing. The students clearly keep hiding the fact about what needs to be done and told till 4 fucking people have died. Like, you had to wait till half of the people died to tell him anything? Or there's also the fact that the curse did not even start because Koichi was talking to the girl he was supposed to ignore. That's right, apparently the first death had already taken place a month back when Koichi had not even transferred in. And you're gonna tell me that the students didn't know about that death? Listen, I know how schools work. If you end up even taking a dump in the stall, someone is going to spread it all around the school, much less someone dying. The punchline here being that ignoring Koichi still didn't work, and the very next day the homeroom teacher killed himself right in front of them. That was really epic. Another is supposed to be a mystery horror anime. While the mystery aspect of this anime goes to shit every single episode, the horror and blood shines through everything wrong with the anime. Even in most video games and movies, the gore and horror is not as well done as PA Works have made in this anime. But the gore is not impactful at all because the characters are so terribly written that you don't really care about anyone dying. The characters in this show are barely memorable at best. Some barely stick with you, and some you literally forget the next episode. Even the main character Koichi Sakakibara is one of the characters you forget really quickly. There isn't really anything memorable that he does. There's really simple solutions to the problem and you are like, yo, why don't he do that? And he proceeds to make the problem really complicated. He literally does not do anything the entire show, and even as a main character his plot significance is so low it's downright funny. He's very bland as a character and does not really even work as a self-insert. It's so bad I would rank Ichiro Suzuki over him as a better main character. Wait, who the fuck is that? The only 2 characters I'd say are memorable are Mei Misaki because she's really the face of this anime. Also is really weird and has distinct characteristics and a good character design. She actually has a backstory that you can remember her with. And there's also Izumi Akazawa, who is the head of countermeasures, whatever that means. To me, she's memorable because she's the only hot.
What do you mean by that?
I didn't stutter. Everyone else's characters are really forgettable and don't really make an impact to anyone or are not really an essential driving factor of the story. Like, this girl died in the ending of the 3rd episode, and by the ending of the 4th episode, I had forgotten that she existed. This effect seems to plague almost all of the deaths in this show. The character writing is really bad, but what's worse is the ending. The ending to this anime is a literal by-book definition of a bad anime ending. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Remember when I said that there is absolutely no way to find who the another is? Well, I kinda lied. In the 11th episode, Misaki suddenly announces that she knows who the undead is because she has a power inside of her eye, hidden in the eye patch that can see the color of the dead. She has had this power since the beginning of the show. Would this not have been useful when all those people died? I don't know, man. Maybe that's just me. Moving on to the actual ending, the main thing that makes the ending take place is this tape, which is left by the previous graduate of their class. This tape reveals that to end this calamity, they need to kill the undead student who has entered their class. Wait a minute, that's kinda sauce. I'm sorry for that joke. So somehow this tape leaks to everyone in the class because they're f***ing stupid, and now everyone is trying to kill each other. Without question, everyone just turns into psychopathic murderers, and it's now a convoluted mess with multiple perspectives, deaths, and the building they're staying at is burning somehow, just to add more drama. It's completely chaotic. Obviously, with all this killing taking place, the undead will also probably die because Misaki knows who it is. After so long, the another is apparently not even one of his classmates, but Koichi's aunt and the class's assistant homeroom teacher. This goes against every single logic that has been built up till this point, and is in the sense very stupid of the anime. Maybe I was not paying enough attention, but I didn't have a single clue that Koichi's aunt was the assistant homeroom teacher till the moment he had to literally kill her to end the calamity. As much as I want to more on this anime and call this the worst show I have ever watched and laugh at the ending, the problem here is that I actually ended up enjoying the anime. Yeah, the gore was decently fun to watch and the nightmare sequence was kinda funny, but the gore alone can't explain how I watched all of this in almost one sitting and looked forward to the next episodes every time. Except the ending, obviously, that was dog. In my opinion, the reason Another is so popular as an anime is because there's obviously the amazing gore, but it is really fun to watch. And even though as an anime, I'll probably forget about it in a week or two, during the watch, the story is really enjoyable and the environment of the show has that intense, mysterious aura, and its cliffhangers really work well to pull you into the show over and over again. The bad writing, the bland characters are simply forgiven by the fact that this anime is not meant to be a good anime. Supposed to be an anime where there's no cause to what happens and there's only the effect, meaning that this show is literally so bad that it's good. Hence, the moral of the story is don't judge an anime by how horrible and atrociously written and made it is. Like and subscribe, please.